Yeah. Welcome back on this beautiful, beautiful Friday evening to another episode of Brunch with the Fellas, reviewing the latest trending topic news and entertainment. I am Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV, always with me, Primo Grande, the one and only Cold Seasons, and we are the Brunch Fellas. Peace, big cuz. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling great. 10 toes down, getting around. You know how I go.
10 toes down, getting around, man. How was your fourth, man? Before we get into tonight, how was your 4th of July?
I mean, it was pretty festive. It wasn't super duper festive. I didn't see no fireworks. I did switch over once all my company left. I had a few, not all my company, I had a few people over. We had a good time. I tuned into the America's fireworks in DC to see how that was. And
Yeah, you saw the concerts. They had a lot of concerts and stuff going on, going from I don't know. That's what the elders was watching at the crib.
Yeah, I seen the concerts. So, excuse me, it depends on which station you was on. You could get the 100, you can get the America 250 concerts. And pretty much that was basically more like the village people and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
The
Everything.
village trip. So you saying you got your YMCA on for 4th of July?
I didn't, but you can tune in to other stations that in some stations what they was doing, they were just bouncing around from state to state, city to city, and they was giving you
Yeah,
and those were the good concerts. You know,
it was jamming. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah, it was jamming on that. I mean, and that's what it was. That's pretty much what I did. I kept it light, I kept it simple. I didn't go outside. And that was my fourth.
I could dig it. I could dig it. We coming down off of it. We missed y'all last week, but we back this week. And man, I had a wonderful 4th. You already know your tia, mi madre, is her birthday. She a 4th of July baby. So, you know, we always celebrate. And man, we had a good time to shout out Mom Dukes and show her love. And it was hot though. It was super hot outside. Goodness gracious. But but yeah, we had a great time and we back y'all with these trending topics for this week. And before we get into them, y'all, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. So when we go live, you never miss an episode of Brunch with the Fellas. And don't forget to share the content, y'all. Share the content. And we got something real nice for y'all right here. Head on over to www.bksoulfarm.com and pick up your copy of 1016 160 Self Sustainability by Ali Dawood El at BK Soul Farm. The link is in the description. And then don't forget, y'all, we got $100 each and every month right here, DB Chef TV on YouTube. You got to subscribe to put your name in the hat. And when you do that, we're going to show love back. It's a random giveaway. So link is in the description, y'all. If you watching right now, just go ahead and subscribe. Just do that. You know what I'm saying? And then you never know. We're gonna hit you through Cash App and say, hey, get that cash. But what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna let y'all not forget that we got merch. They was like, it's suspense. What is he gonna say? Yeah,
Yeah.
we got merch at DB Chef TV. Link is in this description. And as always, if money's tight, it's all right. We're gonna still love them if they do what Code sees.
Smash that like.
Smash that like, y'all. Thumbs up. Let's get into these topics. So, first topic tonight, y'all, we got the state of Georgia legalizes medical cannabis. They legalized it. The state of Georgia, GA, ain't no more playing GA. They done legalized the medical cannabis, man. You can get your for the green. What you know about that? Y'all don't know nothing about that. Then we got a mother and daughter duo arrested for AC robbery. AC, is that Atlantic City? Nah, y'all, that's air conditioner.
Man, it's hot out here in these streets, man.
Summer heat, they going crazy. Okay. Then we got Paris Hilton shuts down abusive girls' school in Utah. We're going to go check that out. Paris is out here advocating for the young girls. Plus, it's a little interesting story too. Then we got YouTuber Hernandez Govan, also formerly acquitted of conspiracy charges in the Young Dolph murder, charged with cyber stalking. It's crazy. Cyber stalking. That just sounds like, damn, what kind of charge is this? Do you even know how to approach it for?
Man, cyber stalking is like you're doing too much charge.
You're doing too much? That's what
you're doing too much. Yeah, you're doing too much.
Well, we're gonna see if what's brother, what's his name? Orange Man Quet was doing the most. And we're gonna check out if Orange Man Quet was doing the most. We're gonna check that story out. Then we're gonna head to the federal government, y'all. The DEA is seeking to ban Kratom. I don't even know what Kratom is. I done seen it at the gas station. I done seen it at the bodega. I done seen it at the corner store. But they calling it gas station heroin. They calling it the gas station heroin, big cuz. Like, I ain't know nothing about that one right there. Gas station heroin.
That's Rick Ross. We got Rick Ross in the building.
Gas station heroin.
That's crazy. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, I never even seen it.
That's wild. That's wild. They selling heroin at the pump.
What?
Okay. So, and then we gonna get to this real life controversy surrounding broadcast legend Big Tigger, man. Big Tigger, man. He got real life controversy going on right now. It is crazy. You know, it's always still love and blessings and stuff, man. But this is interesting. All right. So we're gonna have to check it out. So let's go ahead and get to these stories.
We're inside one of the showrooms. It has been busy here throughout the day. And what is new here? This isn't legal weed. This is an expansion of the Georgia Medical Cannabis Program. Now, these are two of the products that are new this time around, both flower and vapor. And talking with patients, they're hopeful they can get relief fast, especially for seizures and pain.
Georgia's medical cannabis program is changing. For the first time, licensed dispensaries can sell flower and vapes, and the state drops the old 5% THC cap.
I really started falling apart.
Meet Ken Sass. He says pain has followed him for years. Surgeries, scar tissues, and medications that never really helped. For him, this is about options and avoiding the side effects that come with stronger prescriptions.
And it gets to the point where it's a little too powerful.
This is Nora. She's 19, epileptic, and blind.
She's blue. PJ, call 911.
Her mom, Becky, says medical cannabis is the only thing that stops Nora's seizures.
My daughter would not be alive today without medical cannabis.
That's why supporters pushed for inhaled products. They say when a seizure starts or pain spikes, minutes matter. These products can work faster than oils or edibles.
Georgia has now modernized the program. When it was first conceived, it was a low THC oil program. That has now changed. We are now a true medical cannabis program.
Botanical Sciences CEO Gary Long says the point is regulated access, tested products, clear labels, and legal options inside Georgia instead of risky, unregulated buys.
Interesting.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
What you thinking? What you thinking, big cuz? What's the word on the bug?
I think that medical marijuana is going to be, a federal thing across the whole country. It's going to take some time for every state. You're going to have that last state that say it took us 10 years to do it, but they're going to do it.
Which state you think that's going to be?
Man, maybe Texas, maybe Utah. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe not Texas. No, Utah is legal. It's 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I don't know.
In Utah. In Texas, Sauce Walker, ooh-wee, got the THC club jumping right now. So
yeah, so I really don't know who don't have it. I know in my state is good for recreational. You can grow. You can grow.
Not yet. No, it's not. Not yet. I'm not gonna say where you live at because we don't do that. But not yet. But it is on the ballot, and they are talking about passing it. We didn't talk about that tonight, but I saw
because for recreational in my state.
Yes, for recreation.
Okay, we're gonna link back up after the broadcast, and
recreational. It's coming. It's in the pipeline and it's coming. Yeah.
Nah, we've been recreational in here for years, and they've been allowing it. So I
Just because you've
mean,
been breaking the law,
you know.
allegedly, you know what
But I
I'm
mean,
saying?
that's the federal law, you know. So we going by, you know, the president said he want to
No,
send
this is
everything
state.
back to the states. We're going to the states, and the
This is
states
the
is,
state legislature that is
you know,
actually talking about, yeah, you know, making it recreational, coming out with the parameters for your state, for where you at.
we have that because the parameters is that you can grow the plants, so you can you can smoke recreational. You don't have to have a medical card or do medical stuff. You can
Listen,
smoke,
you could
huh?
do you could have a medical card,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and be part of the medical consortium, all
Right.
right. And then they have y'all have what's called relaxed rules. So like that they don't have persecution for stuff. So it's just like tolerated like over certain limits and stuff like that.
So
Y'all have
so you can ride around with up to an ounce and some change on you. Like you
see
can
what
get
I'm
pulled
saying?
over, and the police can't mess with you.
Right.
So but if you're riding around with an ounce on you, you're going to smoke that ounce. You know what I'm saying? That's recreational. You know,
Yeah,
so
but
at the
they
end of
can
the
do that
day,
personal use. That's why they say the ounce is cool. And that's what I'm talking about. Like all the laws are on y'all side, and it's at the legislature where they're about to make recreational all the rules, just like New York, just like
but
California,
we have
like Nevada.
dispensaries. We have dispensaries. You know, we got
Right.
dispensaries. You can go in and buy it
That's
and
the
everything.
rollout. That's the rollout.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not in concrete though. It's not law.
Oh well, you know,
That's what I'm saying. It ain't law yet.
I can't put my dog in a fight on that one because I really don't. I know niggas people are smoking like heavily, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's
And
in the right.
people are growing heavily too, you know what I'm
And
saying?
people
So
growing, yeah,
and
yeah.
now they got to the point.
For your state particularly, yeah, like it's gonna be because the other state that it borders is fully legal.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
the state to the south of you, they're having a battle right now on what they want to do as far as the whole thing right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but that's going to change too. I believe that's going to change
I
too.
think it's going to
You
trend
know,
towards the way the other states that are north
right,
of it are
right,
trending. Real
right.
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, so I mean, I really just think that it's going to be a thing that's going to go all the way. I mean, and then you know, reflecting back to the story, the role that we watch, you know, I mean, when you're looking at people that are dealing with epilepsy
There
and
we go.
cancer and stuff like that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I think the medication shouldn't be held back because to some people it is recreational, and to other people is an actual medication. You know, I know for a fact that in my years of living, you know, I done smoked some weed, I done drank some alcohol, right? And
You're
I have
a drug
never smoked.
user. You're a drug
Listen,
user.
yeah, listen, but I have never woke up. I have never woke up the next day after smoking my brains out and was like, what I did last night, what happened last night. Now I can go to that ABC
What
store.
about on alcohol though?
Yes, but that's what I'm getting to now. When you might wake up the next day and be like, why am I on the porch? You know what I'm saying? And don't remember what you don't even remember driving home type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think you know, if that's legal and it has no medicinal property other than maybe knocking out a cold. Um, I think if that's legal, then definitely weed should be legal for people that
What you
especially for
say,
people that
cuz a
really
little
need it.
what knock out a cold, man? What's the remedy? What's the remedy to knock out a cold? What's a good salt?
Man, and look, anything,
Do we gotta
anything.
warm it up or do we just drink it straight out the bottle?
Just drink it straight out the bottom. You can go to sleep, and when you wake up, you're gonna feel all right. You might feel a little bad, but you're gonna feel all right. You're gonna feel better than you did on the cold. You know,
What we talking? Brown, white, which one? Where we
I would
leaning?
say I would say the brown knock it out of you.
The
You know what
brown,
I'm
not
saying? Yeah, I would say the brown knock the cold out of you. The white, you just gonna you can be trying to do something. You trying, you know, you're going.
The white is gonna make you have a good night. The
Right. Look, it's gonna knock the cold out your mind, and you're gonna go out there with no jacket on or nothing. It's 20 degrees. You ain't gonna have no jacket on, and you're just gonna be more sicker once you sober up. So, you know, drink the brown and sit down, and it'll knock the cold out.
There you go. You know, but if you in the party, man, you might want to, you know, get your two-step on. So you never know how that'll go. You might need the white to keep you hype, and the brown to bring you down.
Right, the brown to settle down. You know, so but don't mix the two. That's the most important thing. Don't mix the two, because if you do, you're through.
If you do, you through. That's what Juvie said. He said, we drink up all the brown, we drink up all the white. We go to all the shots, we be up all the night.
No, that was bad advice.
That was bad advice.
Yeah, that was bad advice. It sound good, but that was bad advice. Now, I love Juvie, you know what I'm saying? But that was bad advice, you know what I'm saying?
He said that was bad advice.
Yeah, that was bad advice. Do not do that. You know, they probably was on some other stuff.
Yeah, some stuff.
Yeah, stuff. I'm just gonna say stuff to probably balance that out a little bit, but nah, that's not good advice for nobody, I would say.
Yeah, you definitely gonna crash out. That's definitely one of them wake up and you don't know what happened last night.
Yeah, man. You mix the brand, and it don't take that much. It don't take that much, you know.
Just take the right two.
The right two, and you through.
Yeah. Like go off some yak and then hit some natty head, or go off some natty head and hit some yak.
you know, but that's just like what we talking about in Georgia, what they just legalized. At the same time, you know, you can smoke all day and then take a shot, right? But if you drink all day and then use recreational, it's probably not gonna be good for you, because it's probably gonna see you. Because once you're inebriated from the libation, you know, you're already there. Your mind is already there, and then you but then you use some medicinal on top of that.
Okay,
you know, it just send you into a different realm that you probably don't need to even be in, you know, not unless you just, that's the type.
I think that's how you react to it, because
how I react to it.
Yeah, because I can say if I was sipping all day, all right, and then the end of the night I had some gas. Now let's just
I can't do it.
Let's just say I was still sipping though. Like I was still like I just been slow sipping all because I said sipping. I ain't saying been getting rubbed up like all day long. I'm saying like we getting, you know, we just sipping. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm lit. You know, I got a nice little, but I'm balancing it out. I got my little aqua, so you know, I'm balancing them.
So that works. That works. Yeah.
And then at the evening, I might have me another beverage, and you know what I'm saying. Now I got, you know, a little and then you get ready. But I'm also thinking though, because I'm also thinking that it's environment, because it's a difference if you on the block all day, or if you hanging in the hood all day and you sipping and you smoking and whatever's going on and what come with that, versus like if you cooling with your lady and you somewhere.
That's different. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
and you already laid back.
Yeah, like you might be preparing for some moments. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
But then in the hood, like different time zone mindset. Yeah, I think it hit different in all them different. You know, it's a place of preference type, you know, application to it. But shout out to
Georgia. That's right.
Yeah, shout out to Georgia though, man. You know, bringing medical on the line. I know that it's been a big issue with veterans, even at the federal level with the descheduling and everything. So I really think that, like they were saying, that people should be pushing for medical. And even in that, you know, as it evolves into that where you can grow your own stuff, I think that that's good too for cannabis and for patients. and people who desire to use cannabis in a responsible way, you know. And it definitely shows that like the trends that have been set by other states are being adopted. So slowly but surely, we see this coming into effect. And being somebody,
as soon as federal get on board, as soon as federal say, "Hey, let's do this," and they take it off the schedule, then it'll be.
But it's removed from one already,
right? So they had it up there with the same thing as Fetty and all that stuff. They had it on the same scale as that.
That's down.
Right.
But now it's like with Tylenol, OTC, over the counter, you know. So that's great. And one of the reasons why that's really good is because, well, it's really great is because in the street right now, man, like they be spraying stuff with everything, you know. So like they were saying in the clip, you know, you go in the street, you buy anything, you don't know what you're gonna get. And I think that's a good thing, even though it's taxes but what people gotta understand is when you buying dope in the streets or cannabis in the streets or whatever you buying in the streets, you still pay a tax because the person who's selling it to you didn't pay what they selling it to you for.
Right. And it can be sprayed. It can be sprayed with anything.
But that's my focus though, because it's like, because people be thinking that they ain't paying more money for something, you know, like they
now you possibly paying more. You could be paying more, honestly.
But they be under this illusion though. Like I heard people who be like, man, I ain't going to the dispensary because I gotta pay tax, you know. And it's just like, but you gonna pay tax if you got a weed man or a weed girl or a weed person or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because they gotta buy and they gotta make their money so they can keep doing what they doing. So they charging you tax too.
Right. And the way they charge tax is to scale your weight down.
But they don't, but you don't know that, and that's cool if that's their practice, however they hustling. But one of the other factors of however they hustling is you don't know if they trying to put something on it to keep you coming back because they fumbling their bag, so they ain't getting the right thing, and they getting some woody poo, some Huckabee, and then they trying to put something on it to make it seem some pretendo, and then they putting that out there, you know, some huff, and then just because it gets you smacked, you coming back to it and don't even know, like it's not even the gas, it's not even the herb, actually, it is some shit that sprayed on it that got you on that, got you like that, you know. And the integrity of it, ain't no integrity in that. And I'm just saying, like, if you can go to a dispensary, to a store, like, why not? You know, it's regulated, it's legalized, you know, it just makes sense for it to be like that.
Shout out to Georgia.
Shout out to Georgia, for real. Let's go check out this story. A mother and daughter duo arrested for an AC robbery. This is super wild.
Just a wild story here. We know that this victim had just moved into his rental property. He was waiting for the city to come over and turn on his water. That's when he found himself staring down the barrel of a gun. But as police said, he actually had a hammer and he was able to fight them off. This is what's left of.
Hold up, though. He had a hammer, though, Preem.
Yeah. And
he said they pulled the blick on him and he grabbed the hammer. That's not the hammer I was thinking they meant, but
and was able to fight him off. They didn't come. They wanted some air conditioning and they didn't want a lifetime in prison. That's what it was.
The home's air conditioning unit. Atlanta police say it was ripped apart in the middle of the day while a 35-year-old man was being held at gunpoint inside his new home. APD says the victim had just moved into the house on Metter Way and was waiting for Atlanta Public Works when he heard footsteps. According to court documents, he looked up and found a stranger standing in his hallway. Police say 48-year-old Shainika Batista pointed a handgun at him and said, quote, "Don't move." Investigators say the victim grabbed the hammer and chased Batista outside, where he found her daughter, 33-year-old Alexis Avery.
They look just alike. They look alike. Yeah. They look alike. The apple fell like right on the root of the tree.
So she 48, she 35. She had her when she was like 13, 14, 15, something like that.
That's her best friend. That ain't her daughter. That's her best friend.
Ain't her daughter. This her mother right here.
Oh.
Right? That's mom. Okay. That's her daughter right there.
They look just alike, bro. They look just alike.
And you know what comes to my mind right now? Like a remix. Like a remix. Right?
What you mean?
All my scamming ass bees out there.
Hey, that John hitting right now, man. Spin that Spin that
in the commissary line. Spin that. That's where they going.
Yeah, that's where they going.
That's where they going. And they only they ain't gonna be able to spend nothing unless it's in the commissary line.
Yeah, they got on them prison greens, so you already know what time it is.
You know, hold up. Nah, what did they say it's scamming, the boosting. Well, that's what they doing, right? They boosting, right? Nah,
they're not scamming, they're not boosting, they are robbing. Because they pulled a gun out. Yeah, they pulled a gun out. So that's robbing.
Boosting is stealing.
No, when you boost, you just run in there and boost the jacket and go. You know what I'm saying? You don't pull a gun out on nobody. See, once you pull a gun out on somebody, you're a robber. You're robbing.
Stealing is stealing, cuz. What is you
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Stealing.
Let me tell you something.
You a thief.
But in the court of law, so if I go in the store and steal a Snickers and walk out and they catch me down the street because they caught me on camera and I stole that Snickers, versus I done went in there and I done stole the Snickers and on the way out the door, I pulled a gun out on them. Now I done stole the Snickers and the Snickers was a robbery because I pulled the gun out. So that's the difference between robbing
if you went up in there and you pulled the gun out and said, "Give me a Snickers," you deserve to go to prison.
Yeah, no doubt. But if I was on my way, if I was on my way out the door and I already stole the Snickers, it just turned into a robbery because I pulled the gun out. It was a robbery, and also it can be stealing with just going in there and stealing, taking it, and you get caught on the camera or whatever. But then if you give them a note, it's almost the same thing as giving them a gun because you wrote a note and now that became robbery. Well, you ain't gonna write a note. You ain't gonna write a note for a Snickers though.
Let me ask you something. Did you steal? Did they steal?
Yeah, they stole.
Then they thieves.
Absolutely.
And it's theft.
Absolutely.
No matter what picture we picture, they stealing, they thieving, and that's boosting. When you boosting, you're thieving and you stealing. It's the same thing. If you scamming, you thieving, and you stealing. It's the same thing.
Right. All that. But see, one thing you said, after you said that over and over again, you never said if you're robbing. Robbing is different. That is something different.
If you robbing is you thieving and you stealing.
So if you rob, if you robbing,
you tiptoe up on whoever you trying to rob. You tiptoe up on the crib. You trying to not to get.
But robbery ups the level of what you're calling.
It's the same.
You're stealing. But once you introduce a weapon to it, it's something different.
Whether you robbing, no matter how you doing it, it's still the same thing. They boosting. What is it? Robbers, boosters, scammers.
Right, but the charge is not the same. The charge is not the same.
They all thieves. They all
morally they are all thieves, but in the court of law, the charge is different. There's a different charge.
Somebody steal from you, it ain't theft.
It's theft. And if
steal from you,
right, so if they stole something, listen. So if they stole something out of my yard, then and I wasn't home and they stole something and I caught them on the camera, then they get caught for stealing. But if they
Yeah,
came in my
they was
backyard and they
and
pull
they
a
was
gun on me, which these people did, and they pull a gun on me, then that goes from just stealing something. That goes just from larceny to actual robbery.
that was a
And that
thief who pulled guns. What you talking about? And then
I'm
they
talking
stole it from you
I'm
and
talking
took
the
it,
truth.
and took it from
I
you while you
am
watched.
I
They
am
ain't try to
talking
do it.
I'm
They ain't
talking
try
the
to do it behind your back. They
I'm
did
talking
it
the
in
truth.
your
You trying to troll it. You trying to troll
face.
the situation.
They did it
You
in
know what
your
I'm
face.
saying?
They
Yeah,
theft you and stole from you in your face. That's what they did. They were some
that's
thieves who stole from you in your face.
with
That's
or
all.
without
That's all
without
they
the
did.
gun. With or
With,
without the gun.
no, without the gun.
Without the right. So they just stole from
Without the
you.
gun, they stole from you behind your back, but they were still some thieves. If they stole it in your face and put the blick to you and said,
That's
"Give it
not the
up,"
question.
then
That's
guess
not the
what?
question. The
No,
chain
no, that's not a. It's not a question. I'm saying they all the same thing. It's not a question. I'm saying they all.
they are morally, but in the court
I'm
of
saying,
law is something
no,
different.
no, I'm saying in the court of life that they all that if you thieving and you then you would steal, and if you steal, then you a thief. You know, because if you stealing, the thief part of it is that's who you are as a person because you like the thief shit, you like to steal, and then you stealing because you taking without asking for permission.
That's right. I'm
You
not
know,
disputing none of that. All that is right. But once you start robbing, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? It's something way different. Now, in the streets, if you steal from somebody or you rob them, your consequences are probably gonna be the same if that person catch up with you.
I'm just saying,
You know?
cause like, come on,
No
bro.
bullshit.
So let me ask you this though, since we on it though, since we having this conversation. So this is a theoretical. You the plug, right? You
Okay.
front some work, right?
hmm
They don't pay you. They run off with the work. Did they not rob you?
Yeah, they
And they ain't
did.
use no gun. You gave it to them.
Yes,
Are
yeah.
they not a thief?
They are a
Yeah, they're
thief
some
and,
thief. And
they
did they
are
not steal from you?
they are a thief and they got robbed. But
And
guess
they
what?
stole from you, and you got robbed with no gun. So that's why I'm saying it wasn't no gun in that theoretical. It wasn't no gun. It was
But
your
in that
trust.
but in
It
it
was
but
your
it
trust
listen,
that got theft and
but
stolen
listen,
and misused and abused and allowed you
in
to
that in that theoretical,
get.
there is no court of law in that theoretical because they stole something that was already illegal to possess. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's not the same. It's not the same as a home invasion or somebody stealing your lawnmower on your Ring camera versus somebody stealing your lawnmower with a gun pointed to you. It ain't that's not you can't compare the two because the drugs are
Man,
already illegal.
if
The
you
drug
wanted
dealer,
my lawnmower
the
that bad,
plug can't
you
even
know what
call the
I'm saying? You could have
police.
just asked.
The plug can't call the police and say, "Hey, I gave him my drugs and he didn't come back." You know what I'm saying? The plug can't do that, man.
The
You know what
plug
I'm saying?
can't do that. But I'm just saying, it's still thievery and stealing. The person is still a thief. They some thieves. She a thief.
They are definitely thieves. That's right.
And so she's a booster. And I think it's all the same. If you thieving, you stealing, it don't matter. And now to agree with you, what you saying is the court of law is going to persecute you the same. I do not think that they're gonna persecute you different. They're gonna persecute you the same.
No, because that's an added charge. Once you add the gun to it, you added a whole nother charge to it. So you're not gonna be persecuted the same. Because you're adding a whole nother charge. Now you're adding a whole nother felony charge to it. It's not gonna be the
So
it's
you
not
saying
gonna be the same.
so you saying if you don't get time, you're not getting treated the same?
If you don't get time, you're
Yeah.
going to get time. Whether you're stealing or you're robbing, you're going to get time. You're going to have to go answer for what you did.
Everybody gonna get treated the same. You committing crime, whether you boosting, whether you stealing, whether you thieving, whether you robbing.
So you think if I stole a lawnmower, listen, so if I stole a lawnmower out your backyard, right? And you caught me on the Ring cam and they picked me up and I got to go to court versus me stealing a lawnmower out your yard while you're on your lawnmower. I don't put my gun. Wait. I put my gun to your face and said, "Get off that fucking lawnmower." You know what I'm saying? And then you think that I'm going to get the same amount of time that I got for stealing your lawnmower while you wasn't home versus putting a gun in your face and stealing your lawnmower? You're not going to get the same time.
No, I do not think you're gonna get the same time, but you're gonna get some time.
Yes, absolutely. You did.
So,
Yeah, you
so
stole
gonna
some
get,
shit.
So you're gonna get prosecuted the same, and that's what I'm saying. You're gonna end up in jail. I get where you going with it, like where it's trying to measure what charge is this, and I'm just saying in totality,
You're still going to jail. Yeah, if that's what you're saying, yeah,
and stealing and
no
wrong,
doubt, no doubt. I never said that it wasn't.
The boosting, the scamming, the robbing, all of it. That's
morally it's all the same shit.
I'm just saying, like, let's forget about morals, because let's just say morals don't even exist. I'm just saying humanly, you treat people like that, it's a consequence for it. And and look how they getting caught up. Look at this. She out there with her mother, this is mama and daughter.
There's another story, but you gotta peep the Sheen story with the
is they on drugs? Is they on drugs? Do you think they on drugs?
I can't really tell by looking. I can
let's just guesstimate. What you think the situation is? Cause why mama and daughter gotta be out here like this? That's daughter right there, right? And that's mama right there. She looking mad.
What I do want to say about this robbery is that it was very unusual. They literally went to go steal an air conditioner. They was hot, bro. They was hot. They was tired of being hot, and they went to go get themselves an air conditioner. But here's the thing.
They was hot. You think they was? You think?
Nah, but here's what I really think.
Off at the crib, so they said, "Man, we got to go fix this," and Amazon ain't gonna get it done. We ain't gonna be able to get. Ace Hardware ain't gonna work out. We can't go get the pieces at Home Depot.
Look, honestly, I don't even think it was for them, because when they showed the unit, that was the outside air handling unit. Now, like I know, in order for that outside air handling unit to work, you got to have a whole big ass unit in your house, either in your garage, in a closet, in an attic, under the house, somewhere to go with that to blow the air through the house, right? What they stole was the fan unit on the outside of the house, which tells me that either theirs went out or they was doing that strictly for the cash, and they knew where they can get some money for them parts. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna run out there and steal an AC, and you want instant AC, what's gonna give you instant AC is a window unit, not a whole unit that you have to hook up to your actual house. Don't work like that.
You might be on to something, cuz let's finish this out, because you might be on to something with that right there.
Daughter, 33-year-old Alexis Avery, stripping his HVAC unit. Police say the two struggled before Avery hit the victim in the head with a pair of bolt cutters, and both women ran away. But before they got away, the victim pulled out his cell phone and recorded their SUV leaving the neighborhood. Police say that video helped them identify the license plate and track the suspects to a scrap metal facility where the stolen HVAC parts had just been sold.
Yep. And I never even seen this story, but yeah, after a little bit of talking and investigation, I think we got down to the bottom of it.
This is so stupid crazy that they crackhead move. That's what that is, right? Ain't that what they call a crackhead move?
Yeah, they was at the scrap metal joint.
The scrap metal joint.
Do they get the mimosa? I don't know who get the mimosas tonight. Do they get the mimosas? Do they get them? They got to get it.
Remember,
man.
I was telling you that we had a story that could have got the mimosa, but they,
that was the one.
Yeah,
okay.
That was, you know what? And we're gonna go ahead and get him one.
Let's give it to them, man. They deserve it.
For the mother and the daughter out here, that's crazy. That y'all out here stealing, copper out of AC units and stuff like that. That's wild. So we're gonna go ahead and give them one early. This is the early one right here. They've had way too much to drink. Cut them off.
Yeah. Too much to drink. Cut them off. They done had too many mimosas. Boy,
Yeah, because they had way too many mimosas for real. Man, let's go ahead and jump into this third story, y'all. We got Paris Hilton shutting down an abusive girls' school in Utah.
It's the boarding school socialite Paris Hilton spent years fighting to close.
I will not stop until America's youth is safe.
Now, authorities in Utah announcing they will revoke the license of Provo Canyon School's campus for girls, citing video they say shows a staff member hitting a child and a pattern of health and safety violations. The campus now ordered to end all services by next month. It's a result Hilton has long been fighting for.
These kids are treated worse than someone would be in prison.
Do you feel vindicated? Do you feel heard by this decision?
I definitely feel heard, and so do all the survivors. Just to hear this news is incredibly healing.
Back in 2020, she came forward with allegations against the school, saying she was beaten, forcibly medicated, and locked in solitary confinement at the facility when she was a teenager.
Damn, Paris went through all that. That explains a lot.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You're sitting on a chair, staring at a wall all day long, getting yelled at or hit.
In 2024, Hilton testified before Congress.
I was violently restrained and dragged down hallways, stripped naked.
Her advocacy helped pass protections in 16 states, including a Utah law limiting the use of restraints, sedatives, and solitary confinement at youth treatment centers, and a federal law creating oversight of the industry. The school changed ownership in 2000 and says it cannot comment on anything that came before that time. As for the new decision to revoke its license, the school says it's considering an appeal, saying our priority remains providing safe, high-quality care and support for adolescents and their families.
Yeah, I think it'll be overturned.
You think it's gonna be overturned? You think the school will be open?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be overturned. And the reason why I think it's gonna be overturned, just from what they said in their statement, the school is basically getting shut down for things that happened before the new owners took ownership. You know what I'm saying? So I think at the end of the day, when they get their lawyers on it, which they have hella lawyers, and you know they do because it was a school that Paris Hilton went to. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a normal school. You know, so you know,
and it's still around,
and
right?
it's still around.
And it's still
Right.
around. I don't
Right.
know, but
You
oh
know.
no, man, Paris though. That's Perry. That's Perry.
I mean, she
know.
could. I mean, she could. I think that she
done
did
got-
do.
she done
She
got
did do good
this
by making
far.
sure that it was oversight, making sure that you couldn't use sedatives on students, even if they unruly, making sure that you couldn't use restraints on them.
Bro, that's
just as-
legislation. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like,
right.
that's
So,
legislation. That's
so I
fact.
think
That's
I think she
law.
did good with that, and she in that battle right there is you know, she get a win for that one. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't think that they're going to keep that school shut
That's that
down.
law.
Huh? I don't think they're gonna keep that school shut down just off of that ruling right there. They're gonna file an appeal. The school is still open. They said they got to shut down by a certain date, so that gives them time to find their to file their appeal. And I just think if they shut down from the findings of what they found from the previous owners, then you really can't shut this school down. I think they'll win on appeal, honestly. But I think Paris did a great thing with her legislation that she got passed as well.
Man, real talk. I'm rocking with that, Cole. But I really do not think that they're gonna win that appeal. I think I'm on the other side.
Right, but if they
I'm
don't,
thinking- I'm
it
thinking
will
that
be
they
influential.
lose that.
That's it. It'll be influential
and I'm
because
thinking that
because
she
of the
got
Hiltons.
that. Yeah, I'm thinking that she got that.
Yeah, I mean, because that's one school, and what people do have to realize is when you hear the name, you haven't heard it in a while because she's part of our generation a little bit.
A
but,
little
you know,
lot. A little
no,
lot.
not right, and a lot of new generation don't know who Paris Hilton is. right? But you know,
They
at the
know her
end of,
products. They see her products because that little
right,
video they showed, you see her. She ain't
but
miss
they
a
don't,
moment. You see how she had her little cosmetics in the
right,
background right there with the
but they
hustle.
don't realize that she is part of the Hilton royal family, should I say? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you talk
The
about
Hilton
one,
royal family. I like
right?
how you
Yeah,
put that down.
yeah.
Some
You
people
know,
be
so
some people be putting cap on the hill. They don't even well, they don't even be speaking on it, but that was accurate. The Hilton royal. I never even thought about it like that.
yeah, you know,
But that's big fact though. That's the fact.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They big. They too big for one school to box. You
Yeah,
know,
they got
they
probably
can go get the best lawyers in their area, but the Hiltons they get the best lawyers in the country. So I mean,
yeah,
and that's how that go.
know how the family ties go. It is insane. Insane. But yeah, definitely. Shout out to Paris Hilton trying to create a better environment for the young ladies. You know, she came through the school.
Yeah,
And
she's really looking out for them trust fund babies, man. I hope they be good and protected.
that's because it's wild. Like the stuff that she was saying that they was going through, they put them in the closets and lock them up, and then they beat them all the time and all that.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
you know, because I done seen like, you know, a lot of dudes, they be always talking about who other dudes be with, you know. But I look at the ladies and be like, Paris Hilton is a wild girl. You know what I'm saying? Like she been chilled and married and everything. Shout out to their family and all that good stuff. But like when she was out here, she was outside.
Yeah,
You know?
she was outside. She
Yeah, like
girls
she was
gone
dating
wild tapes and all that stuff.
sicarios. She's like, nah, like she was dating sicarios and leaders of cartels type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like I'm like, Paris solid. You know, like she gonna do whatever she want to do. And you know, this type of situation is like, damn, she was really mad at that school, probably after sitting back thinking like, damn, like why did I make all these choices and shit, and think about her trauma and all that other shit, and was like, it was because of these and that experience and all that. And how
Man,
they,
that shit was probably one teacher that failed her, and she said, "I'm gonna get the whole school back."
I don't think it was one school. I don't think it was one teacher, Cole. I think it was the environment. You know,
Right.
I think it was the environment that just really traumatized her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real
Well, you know,
deal.
I mean, I do know that. I mean, it's a cool story. I'm glad we talked about it and stuff, you know. But I remember an interview one time they get at Paris Hilton, and she said, "Well, they asked her, what do you think about Walmart?" She said, "What is that?" She didn't even know what Walmart was, bro, because of course she would never go there. I mean, you know, she's a Hilton heir. But
I'm just saying, you
she's
know
not
what it is
connected.
after that conversation.
Yeah, after that conversation, she know because she got drugged. But I mean, you know, she don't relate with regular people. But I think at the same time, she tried to do something with passing legislation that help regular
You
people.
said she don't relate to regular people.
Nah, she don't.
You called them the Hilton royal family. Like I ain't never
Right,
heard
right.
that type of glaze put on them. But
I
I'm
mean,
just
but
saying,
if you look at their level where they are, that's what they are. You know what I'm saying?
would you know about Walmart?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm just being real. I'm not being hyperbolic about it or nothing like that. I'm being real. You
And
know
you
what I'm saying?
don't
So,
like you don't wash your own clothes.
nah, they
You
don't.
know what I'm saying? Like you ain't, like it's just certain you don't cook your own food. You don't know what an Aunt Your Mama box look like or none of that.
Answer who? They be like, answer who?
You know,
So
real
yeah,
talk,
that's
man.
real
Shit,
shit.
her syrup probably been maple syrup from birth. You know,
Nah, they got property on the land where
somebody,
somebody going out there and bringing back some maple syrup fresh off the tree.
yeah, somebody squoze the tree.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Shout out to Paris Hilton.
Yep. So now we're gonna go ahead and move to we're going to Memphis town. We got some M-Town business, y'all. We're going to Orange Mound. We're gonna see what's going on with YouTuber Hernandez Govan charged with cyber stalking. Orange Mound quit.
Yeah.
Investigators say Govan repeatedly harassed the victim, threatened to have someone shoot up her home and then threatened to post explicit content of her on social media. WRG Shay Arthur.
That's a lot right there. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a amount. They said he did what? What they say he did? Let's run that back, Cole.
Shut up her house, threatened to post some shit online.
Investigators say Govan repeatedly harassed the victim, threatened to have someone shoot up her home, and then threatened to post explicit content of her on social media.
He threatened to have somebody shoot up her house,
harassed her, and threatened to post new pictures of her on social media.
I mean, he called her a lot of bezels in the text message. That's what.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he threatened to have somebody do what?
Shoot up the house. But the other one that he was going to, show her woo-ha on the internet.
On the Utah.
Yeah.
On IG and Twitter. That's crazy, right? So they're considering this cyber stalking.
Well, they said the harassment. So they led with he had been harassing her. So that's the cyber stalking, him harassing her, probably online. And like you said, calling her a lot of bees and threatening her, and this shit crazy, man.
A lot of bezels and hezos.
He did it. I mean, and all the reasons were just crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's just let's hear what they got to say, because I know this story has been crazy from the start.
I'm saying, do you beat a murder case? Right. Is this what you do? We the same age. We all the same age, We
absolutely not.
We all the same age. Me, you, Quet. We might even be older than him. You know what I'm saying? We might got him about a year or two or whatever. But if we was from the sandbox, we would all been in school and all that together and everything. So is this what you doing? Is this what you beat a murder? You beat an M charge, a national case.
Right.
And now you a YouTuber. You able to go out here and leverage your celebrity from off of that situation
to make money.
To feed your family.
Right.
When you come into a confrontation with a young lady that is supposed to be helping you, all right, because that's what this whole thing has come from. The young lady supposed to be helping him. He gave her some money so she could do some things that he wasn't in position himself to do, like rent cars, book hotels, things that he
should have been able to do.
Manage his own business, to run his own business, man. Now she don't do what he thinks she's doing, not knowing if she really even equipped with it, if she capable with it. Maybe she was doing it. Obviously their communication is bad. Okay. Now you all on with the text messages with I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do all this. How you not thinking this ain't going? Why you even doing that in the first place? But how he not thinking that if she want to be Patty, if she just want to be Patty?
Yeah. I mean,
because people are lie for no reason. People are lie trying to get other people to believe they lie. You know what I'm saying? But then when you got the text messages that you going all crazy and everything, now you in cuffs, and the feds hitting you with a charge like, nah, we gonna get you for this. We want something. We gonna get something on you.
Yeah, it's crazy work. It's just it's just wild, man.
You think
it's just wild, especially once you beat that M. Once you beat the M and you come back and this is how you want to go back. Come on, man. You don't want to go back at all, but this is how you going back. Like it's crazy, And then the thing about it, to act like you don't know the level of technology that's out here. I'm pretty sure when he went to trial, they presented evidence that he's seen every day that did forensic analysis on electronics. And this is what you do?
You talking
It's
about on that
crazy.
in that young Dolph case, right?
Right, right.
He would have learned this lesson from that.
Right. It's crazy.
WRG's Shay Arthur was in the courtroom today and spoke with Govan's attorney about what's next in this case.
Hernandez Govan, now looking at a cyber stalking charge, appeared in federal court. In these courtrooms, we can't bring you pictures of what happened inside, but we were there following along. Govan appeared before a judge for just minutes, his hands cuffed in front of him. We talked to his attorney, John Keith Perry, after the hearing.
The formal reading and offered the court a plea of not guilty, and we're getting ready for the next phase.
Perry acknowledged Govan has been well known to the public following his acquittal in the young Dolph murder case.
He just was involved in a situation and his name was in the public eye, but definitely is not the type of case that you normally see in federal court. Definitely not the type of case that seems like it would be of high public regard normally.
For now, Govan remains in custody with no bond. As Perry says, he will push for him to be released while the case makes its way through the system. As for how Govan feels,
He has confidence in the system. He thinks that at the end of the day, his name will be exonerated. It's not the standard type of case that would lead to this accusation normally. It's if you loan a person money and they say that it's loaned for a specific reason and they don't do so and don't give you your money back, then they're saying things that are agitating towards you. Then, what do you do in that situation if you're agitated about your money? That was it. There's nothing more. It's not a complicated, complex series of messages that normally would go with this type of case.
Yeah.
What you think? His lawyer full of crap, or is he?
Yeah. They're just trying to get him.
You think his lawyer full of crap though? He might got a point. He got a point.
Nah, man, they're trying to get him off at this point. I mean, you said that's I think the charges might be a little outrageous. You know what I'm saying?
Is crazy outrageous.
But
he did say he was gonna get her house shot up though. Like that's wild.
Yeah. So once you start threatening to shoot up
rental car, like come on, fam. Even if he lost 5,000 on an interview, like you gonna get her house shot up? Like why would you to a chick though? You know what I'm saying? Like they be talking about it. See, this is because you already know how we go back in the day.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And we don't promote none of that stuff today. Right. We thankful for our blessings and everything, but that's not gangsta. That ain't G at all.
Nah.
That's not like I don't see how dudes be like, oh, he a G, he this, he that. And then we see stuff like this with like you threatening a shorty
over a rental car and $500.
Over a rental car and $500, and that's your business though.
Right.
That's your business though. Like that's stuff you supposed to be handling to make sure you could feed and you could get your paper and everything. That's your business. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like she ain't trying to impose on you. You said, hey,
can you do this for me?
Can you do this for me?
Right. You brought her into your situation.
You brought her into your situation. This ain't her Bogart and trying to be in your Kool-Aid, and you ain't even ask her, you know what I'm saying, to be a part of the mix. This is different when you done asked shorty, you said, look, I need you to do this for me. Woo, woo, woo. And now it don't go how planned. Now you want to get her house shot up.
But when this story first came out and we talked about it, I was wondering if it was a situation where he paid her the $5 and then she didn't give it back to him. But I still feel like for the type of money that he can make just off his involvement alone,
right, and everything else, off of his fame, off of his newfound fame from the young Dolph case, because before that he was a hood cat who people respected in certain circles because of his status, Orange Bound Quet. They know he really be out there in the streets, and You know, we know OGs like that. We got old heads, you know, people we rock with that done been in the streets forever. If we go to their town, people respect them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like that ain't no different nowhere. That's some American stuff, right? So I'm saying like, okay, you got boosted after the case. Your name did, you know. Get my weight up with my hate, pay them back when I'm bigger now. Now you got a name. So now you can go out here and move around and get some paper or whatever. I don't know what type of op situations or whatever legally, you know, you exonerated. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, but now it ain't even that. I could see if it was some of that type action where it was just like, you know, he ducking bullets from, you know, but this right here is like, this a little shorty that you trying to, you know, conduct your business with, elevate, capitalize on what you got going on with your name, newfound fame. But now it got you behind bars with no bond.
Right. And the part of the reason is,
and you
is
almost
that,
50.
Right. And part of the reason was because he personally did not have his shit together. You know what I'm saying? There was no reason for him to have to even call somebody to have to do that. You know what I mean? There's something that he could have did himself, or, you know, had other means in place to make that happen. You know, so I mean that's all I'm saying. And remember the original thing that he wanted her to rent a car so that he could go do an interview somewhere, you know, and make some money, and he lost out on the money because she didn't rent the car, and then he did all that, and you know.
That was the whole that's the reason why he locked right now. Why he locked.
Right.
Yeah.
Idiocracy. You know, and that's pretty much what it was.
For sure to that code, C's. Moving on, we got the federal government, actually specifically the DEA, is seeking to ban Kratom, calling it gas station heroin. That's crazy. Gas station heroin Kratom, y'all. Let's see what they talking about.
The DEA is planning on temporarily banning synthetic kratom. It's a synthetic version of kratom. This move would place 7-hydroxy, as it's known. This is known as gas station heroin, and it would place it in the same category as heroin.
Yeah, Dr. Nzinga Harrison is Chief Medical Officer and co-founder of Eleanor Health, and she's here to talk about the dangers of these.
Shout out Dr. Nzinga Harrison. Okay. Sister coming with the knowledge. She know about the gas station heroin. Okay. You know, we love to see our people shining like diamond glitter.
Types of products. Doctor, thank you so much for coming on to talk about this. Let's talk about the part of this being really some oversight now for Kratom. We haven't really seen that. It's not federally approved. It's not federally banned, but maybe this is a step in the right direction. What do you make of it?
This is absolutely a step in the right direction. Thank you for having me this morning. Kratom is a naturally occurring leaf that comes off of a tree, grows in South Asia. People have been using it in teas and tinctures for a long time. It does act at the morphine opioid receptor like heroin. 708 is one of the metabolites. So when you take kratom, your body turns it into 708. And it is very much more potent at the morphine receptor. So now what has started happening is labs are manufacturing 708. The potency, to give you an idea, is about 4x that of morphine, which is right in.
Goodness gracious. 4x of morphine. 4x of morphine.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just
heroin.
this. That's this.
It's heroin, man.
That's this with the drool and everything.
Yeah, nodding out, all that.
That's crazy.
Standing up, bent over, not falling over, and totally not.
They selling that at the gas station. The gas station got that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Poison.
The gas station got that. Then when we talk about the scissor, the sipping on the scissor, you know, I don't want to talk about people with prescription drugs, but the abuse of prescription drugs, not the people that's using their medication the right way. But that's crazy. 4 times morphine. Baby dose.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. And I think they definitely need to get it up off the street.
And that's
You
at the
know.
gas station for like $10, $15. That
Right.
is wild.
And the thing about it, that make it readily accessible to the youth as well. So, you know,
In the
it got
same
to go.
range with heroin, which is why it's being called gas station heroin.
And how does the synthetic version stack up with the, I suppose, standard naturally occurring version of this product, Kratom? Is it more potent, and does the temporarily ban need to apply on both sides here?
The ban absolutely needs to apply to 7-OH. Like I said, people have been using Kratom relatively safely. It definitely has addictive properties. But the 7-OH is 8 to 10 times more potent than the natural occurring Kratom at the opioid receptor. And also, natural occurring Kratom, you're like using an herb or you're making a tea. This powder then, which is the 7-OH, you get it from the gas station. You don't know what's in it. It can have xylazine in it. It can have fentanyl in it. It can have just random household powder products in it. You literally have no idea what you're getting because it's not regulated.
Get some of that carpet cleaner. We're gonna get some carpet. We're gonna put the little carpet, the Ajax shit in there. We're gonna put Ajax in it. We're gonna put carpet cleaner in it.
What did you talk? When you say weed, what you speaking? What you mean by weed, nigga? We ain't doing shit when it come to that.
We're gonna put some carpet cleaner. We're going to the dollar store. We you gotta get the white carpet cleaner though. You gotta get the white carpet cleaner.
Man. All you got, listen, you can go around.
Baking soda, put some Ajax in there. We're gonna get
You can go around all that and just go to the gas station and get it. That's it.
That's crazy.
Go to the gas station. That's wild. That's wild right there. I don't like that. You know, I don't like that. You know, they're saying it's 6-7 times more potent than the street level stuff. And it's so readily accessible to the youth. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. It needs to go. It gotta go. Yeah.
It gotta go.
And it is extraordinarily addictive. At Eleanor Health, we're seeing people, the gym recommended a new supplement. Kratom can help you with your fitness goals. A friend recommended this can help you relax. Someone else said this can actually help you get off fentanyl. And they're developing that addiction to Kratom within months, with it being extraordinarily expensive, horrible withdrawal symptoms taking over their lives. So the ban definitely needs to apply to 7-OH, Kratom less so.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
7, get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Take it off the shelf. I mean, simple as that. I mean, that's all I can say. I don't think it should be on the shelf. You know, I mean, just if, you know, that report is 100% accurate, then that's enough for me right there. I don't think it should be on the shelf.
I believe the sister. I believe she studies it. She researched it. You know, I'm rocking with her. We need to get rid of that. We need to ban that. DEA need to get rid of it. Keep it away from the babies and the adults. Okay.
Right.
Real talk, man. That's crazy that you can just, and you think about when we was young and growing up, we ain't had nothing we can go to the gas station and get high off of, but like pop and candy and sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
You know?
That was it. And if you could buy cigarettes, you could get a cigarette, but that was it.
Yeah, you get a Cool or a Virginia Slim or
Right.
Salem or Winston.
Yeah, all that right there. You can get those. But you wasn't going to go buy no, you won't go buy no bud. You wasn't buying no over the counter
Man, you couldn't even get a bottle of a Boone's Peach Cool Breeze. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even get a bottle of a Wild Turkey or some Mad Dog 2020. You couldn't even go in the store. You had to send a J in the store to get that for you.
Right. So, you know, all we was getting was Little Debbie's, you know, and pickles and shit.
You was buying pickles.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the pickles, man. The pickles in the jar, them bitches was good, bro. I used to love them damn pickles.
What you was messing with? Cause the sour joints or the
The
dill?
sour joint, the kosher dill joints. You know what I'm saying? Whatever kind of pickle was available. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow. Wow. But I'm gonna let you live though. But
nigga, pause all the way. Nigga, stop the movie. Stop the movie. Pause. Pause and take the DVD out, nigga.
Whatever kind of pickle you could get. All right. Yeah, man. But shout out to Boston baked beans and
lemon heads.
Yeah,
that's right.
Johnny Appleseeds. Later.
Right. All
Chico sticks.
All that. What was the joint with the I think they still sell them. Had the cream and the cream in the middle. Then they had the bread with the raisins in it.
Oh, the oatmeal cream pie.
Nah, not the oatmeal cream pie. It's the not the oatmeal cream pie. The oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah, that joint got the
oatmeal
raisins with the cream in it.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the one with the oatmeal, but then they got another one with the bread. It's like a cake type, but they got the raisins in it and they got the cream in the middle.
Yeah, the raisin cake, the raisin cream cake.
Yeah, that joint right there. Yeah. So that was all our childhood, right? Everything we just named the Boston.
What I say? Oatmeal cream pies. I'm over here tripping. Yeah.
But now they had the oatmeal cream pies too.
Yeah, they had the raisin cake though. Yeah, it had the sweet bread with the raisins in it and the cream. Yeah, they used to smack too though.
Yeah, man.
Smack too. Though. Yeah, them Jones will give you a cavity right there.
Oh yeah.
I remember those.
Niggas used to hit the 7-Eleven boy and rack up
on them things, get a whole box.
Getting Boston baked beans. Shoot, boy, you know nostalgia them brought back.
Yeah, they had donut cakes, donut sticks, all that, man. Yeah, we used to the Swiss rolls. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we stayed with the munchies back in the day though. We had all the snacks too.
And wasn't even smoking, just hungry.
I don't know. Speak for yourself.
Well, I wasn't smoking back then. Yeah, I wasn't smoking back then.
But man, let's go ahead, man. Jump into this right quick. Real life controversy surrounding broadcast legend Big Tigger, man. If y'all have been somewhere under a rock, man, Big Tigger, host of V103 in the ATL, shawty. He going through it right now, y'all. He going through it, and we just gonna go through it with him. You know, since it's public, we're gonna go through it with you, Big Ted. You know, and let you know how we feel about it. Let's get into it. This right here is a lot. Okay, so we got 3 parts right here, y'all, because this story is becoming very, very interesting. You know, so just rock with us, y'all. We're gonna be pausing, we're gonna be breaking, but we're gonna get through this. We saved this. This was like the best for last trend for the night, but then we're gonna get into the mimosas, too many mimosas. So just rock with us.
Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me! You don't need it. What do you need it for? Get off. What do you need it for? Get off of me. Please get off of me. As soon as you give me my phone. Please get off of me. It's my phone. Please get off of me. Registered in my name. Please get off of me. Give me my phone. You're sticking my earring in my ear. Sorry. Get off of me. Give me my phone. Please get off of me. You can stay right on the floor. You're a fucking man and I'm not man and my phone. Tigger, get off. My phone. Do you not see Autumn cry? Why did you do that?
Did she do the fake fall?
She fell. He didn't push her down. I watched the video 100 times over the last week. He did not push her down.
She did the fake fall.
She fell. She fell forward to keep from giving him his phone.
Let me ask you something. Now, is he being extra on the phone? Should he be tripping about the phone?
It depends. You know, it depends. Normally when you acting like that with your phone,
you guilty.
You got something going on with your phone. You know what I'm saying?
And it ain't a virus.
Yeah, and it's not a virus. But at the same time, you know, with the video and him saying, give me my phone, you know, and she won't give him the phone, like, I mean, I think it was blown out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? He ain't beat her up. He ain't, you know, he did put his hands on her as far as trying to get.
Hold up though. Before this though, this is the other room. I didn't show the part because I ain't go get the clip. I seen it. Who had it? I think Seti Nash had it. He had the clip where they was in the other studio area inside the house where she got the black eye from.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So this now was like when they done moved out into the house area, and he still ain't get the phone back yet.
Okay, I never seen the part where, you know. So I mean, in the part where
TMZ
you know,
TMZ got the clip.
them, man, they get every damn thing. So I mean, what did he put his hands on her for her to get the black eye?
I mean, he was grabbing at her, so like, yeah, you know.
But
I
he
mean,
was grabbing, but how she
he
get the black eye?
he ain't one to her, but I'm just saying though. But like, he was grabbing at her, trying to get his phone.
What
and
came in contact with her eye for her to get the black eye?
the wall or something.
The wall. I hit my eye on the doorknob. Yeah. Okay.
Remember you talking about that she slipped and she hit her, missed her foot. And remember last time we was talking about this, you was talking about because she said that she lost her footing, that
Right.
shit blah 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 exonerate him. But no, he getting charged with that. Like, because she wouldn't even had to worry about her footing if he wasn't trying to reach for her. Now earlier, like you was talking about how the law work, that's how the law working, cuz. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I think with the video it's showing he trying to get his property back, and that's, you know, as simple as that. And I didn't see the part where she got the black eye. And I'm not disputing it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I ain't saying he did do it. But I know from the videos that I done seen over the last couple of days, which is the same one right here. You know, he's trying to get his phone back. You know, and even when she
And
did,
and in cold season eyes, this is just, what he's doing is justifiable. Like, it's okay. It's not, he not doing nothing wrong.
no, not from this video right here, to try to get your phone back and you're not hitting the person or none of that shit, you ain't doing nothing wrong.
That's how I know you toxic.
You ain't doing nothing wrong. Now I'm about to get my phone.
It's wrong, cuz. This wrong.
How's that wrong? So what he's supposed to do? He's supposed to say, "All right, go ahead, take my phone, and you can go. I'm going outside."
Yeah, take the phone.
Yeah, nah.
Now you was talking about the law earlier, right? You was talking about the law earlier. How the law do this, how the law do that, and all that, right? All right. So what he proposed to do is, God dang on it, is he posed to let her take the phone and then call the police on her and say she stole my property.
Yeah. Okay. You can. Yes, you can. You can do that. You can do that if you want to come out on the other end. But at the time when that's going on, you thinking you're dealing with a home situation that's not about to be the whole world is about to see it. You know.
Family.
Yeah. So technically,
family. She's saying if he only acting like that, like he looking guilty. He looked guilty. Right.
Yeah.
Now.
Guilty of having something in his phone.
Right. Okay. Guilty of something something in his phone that he don't want her to further investigate. Okay, is that fair?
Yeah,
that's fair, right?
Fair. That's fair.
Okay. So he worried about if she investigated further and she find out something, what other type of problems he gonna have on his hands, and that's the reason why he's acting like that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that 100%.
Since everybody can see that, all right, like with Ray Charles' vision, okay, then I'm saying what he's doing right now, yeah, I agree with you that like it's a little bit, you know, like, okay, he ain't punching on her, he ain't grabbing her, whatever. He was before though. He was reaching. That's how she fell into whatever she did to get the black eye. We're gonna see that later. But at the same time though, he's still wrong because he got another option, and his other option is to just either one, as a husband, okay, let her take the phone, man. Like, you caught. It is what it is. when you had this conversation with her, like, look, he a celebrity, you know, then the conversation supposed to be like, look, I messed up. You caught me. But we can't do this whole public thing, blah, 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 because whatever. She already with him. She already know what type of time it is. So Big Tigger out of pocket right here.
You said Tigger had an option. She had an option too. Both of them had an option. And
I'm saying she doing what a woman to do who find out that her husband is cheating on her. She doing what a girlfriend to do who really love you and think that you ain't sleeping with nobody else but her. I'm saying she being a woman. I'm saying I ain't even saying that she being, even if she is the type of chick that'll try to fight a dude or something like that or whatever, you know, or she rude or she whatever, like, she ratchet or whatever. I'm saying even if it's a relationship right here. I'm saying we can't forget the fact of that. We putting it on Big Tigger and we looking at her like we can't look at her like just some girl. We gotta look at like that's his wife.
There's no doubt that he has something going on just because of the way he's acting. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure she probably snatched his phone out of his hand and ran off. Right now they charging people with assault for smacking the person's phone out their hand. You know what I'm saying?
But he ain't gonna press charges on his wife.
Right, and he's not.
Like he ain't gonna do that.
He's not. He shouldn't, and she shouldn't have let this situation get out neither. I noticed the stepson was recording.
It's too late. It's too late though. It's too late.
But she shouldn't let the situation get out neither. For something like the phone, they could have worked that shit out. Talking it out and everything. But like you said, there's a whole nother part that I didn't see where she got the black eye, and the black eye could be the turning point for a lot of people to look at it and be like, oh, okay, I see how the police got involved. But I never seen the video with her getting the black eye and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But from what I do see in the video, he's trying.
So you need to see a video of her obtaining a black eye before you would agree that it's wrong for any husband and wife for the wife to have a black eye that the husband did anything to contribute to.
Yeah, so in a celebrity case like this, yes, I do want to see it. So listen. No. Let me talk. So just like this video is circulating, if there's a video of the black eye occurring, yes, I do want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that before I say, hey, well, you know what? All I see is Tigger wrestling for his phone. You know what I'm saying? Now, if there's a video out there of him abusing her, then the narrative changed for me, and I have a different opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I have to see it.
Nah, man. Nah,
I gotta see it.
Nah, cause
that's the way it's going to work in court. If there's a video of him wrestling and there's a video of him assaulting her, they're going to want to see both of them, and then they pass their judgment. So I had already said that, hey, this man is just wrestling her.
He already getting charged because
we haven't got to that point in the story yet. So I don't know.
Because he already getting charged because looking at this right now, you know what I'm saying? Before we even get to the courts, looking at it right now, I'm saying he already wrong. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he already wrong. And I'm saying that because
you've seen the other tape. I haven't seen the other tape.
Nah, but I ain't saying because of the other tape. I'm saying if I never would have seen the other tape already, understanding like you was talking about earlier, the law.
So you think that's an assault charge? What he's doing right there, he's assaulting her.
No, I don't think that. Well, yes. Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not assault. He's trying to get his property back. He's not assaulting that woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can say that and ride with it, but I see it. That he's not assaulting that woman. He's not assaulting her. He's trying to get his damn phone, and she refused to give it back to him. Because just like he has a choice, if she feared for her life of being assaulted, she would have let the phone go and gave him the phone. So she'd rather say, I'd rather get beat up than to give him the phone. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not hearing that.
Yeah, you're gonna get charged like Big Tigger. That's
I'm
all
not
I'm
hearing
saying.
that. I'm not hearing that.
She drunk. She drunk. She drunk. Bro, you're literally stepping on her. I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want my phone. She can give me the phone and it'll be over. She can give me the phone and it will be over. Bro, just get over her. She's gonna give me. I'm not on her at all. Give me my phone. Get off of me, Give me my phone. See, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this. If you say so.
He on her. He on her.
Bro, just get over her.
Hey, he ain't on her. He on her.
Mr. Tigger! Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
Tonight, the legal fallout surrounding the 103 host Big Tigger is growing. Big Tigger's real name, Darian Morgan, and he's already facing charges tonight after a domestic dispute with his wife, Alicia Brown. Well, now Morgan's co-host, Francesca Amaker, is suing Alicia Brown in federal court for defamation. Amaker claims that Brown knowingly made false social media posts implying that Amaker was having an affair with Morgan, leading to the couple's conflict. Amaker denies those claims, saying that she and Morgan are strictly professional colleagues. Well, tonight we are working to learn more about when a court date will be set, but Alicia Brown's legal team released a statement saying, in part, out of respect for the legal process, she will not comment on specific allegations or discuss the details of the case at this time, as there are multiple pending matters. Alicia and her husband shared aid and communicated everything. What we can say is that the receipts, including text messages, evidence, and the legal process will speak for themselves. We remain confident that the facts will come to light through the appropriate legal channels.
Unfolding saga, Eric, and now has turned into a bit more of a legal saga that we are seeing with Big Tigger, his estranged wife. I understand she has been arrested on some pretty serious charges.
Yeah, it's a never-ending story, it feels like. So this is completely separate from the domestic abuse charges that her estranged husband, Big Tigger, faces. This is her on her own, Alicia Brown. So on the 7th, which was yesterday, she was arrested. This is her mugshot in Hart County. She was around mile marker 177 on Interstate.
That's her black eye right there, cuz. You see the black eye?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. That was probably like a week after or something like that.
85 when a deputy there at their sheriff's department saw her car, and they had a bolo be on the lookout for and she was in a Range Rover, a black Range Rover. They pulled her over with the license plate matching. Here's a little bit from that arrest warrant, the incident report here that we were able to get our hands on here. At the time, she had, from Fulton County Sheriff's Office, there was a warrant there for her arrest in relation to that. Within the past 10 minutes, our assignment desk and our digital team, Jameson, she has talked with the Fulton County Clerk's Office, who have said since that arrest yesterday, those warrants here in Fulton County have been dismissed. Now, there is still another warrant, which is kidnapping charges. This is coming out of Baltimore County, Maryland. We have not been able to get those arrest warrants, they say, until she's extradited back and has a first appearance in court up there. But she did have a first appearance this morning. Again, this is all related to around a daughter, a child, where there seems to be just some custody issues with. I talked with a lawyer one-on-one earlier today just to break down these charges. So keep in mind, we're not, the traditional sense of when you hear kidnapping, maybe force. That is not the kidnapping we're necessarily thinking of in this particular case. But when it comes to children in custody, if she is not the legal guardian, if she doesn't have any rights, and she has,
I ain't gonna lie, cuz her whole eye looked like she got smacked in.
It's possible. I really don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen that yet, but if he's smacking her up, he can't be doing that. But I know there is an issue with her, like what they talking about with the daughter and the kidnapping, and one of the daughters being missing for years and years, and then she had another daughter and named the daughter after her daughter was missing for years after the daughter that went missing. She got a lot of crazy stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's been going on for some time now.
or knows of something or takes or places a child somewhere else, then that is where this all comes in. And a lot of this we believe is unfolding since that first incident, again, not related to this, but the public, the notoriety and just the social media of it all. We believe maybe the child's father might have come forward to police up there in Baltimore County. Take a listen to just some of the questions that I was able to ask a defense attorney here, really good criminal attorney.
It could have come from the child's father. Maybe he reignited the issue because he was the one that initially was awarded custody from from a family law dispute. Now, do I think it's kidnapping in the sense when most people traditionally think of kidnapping? No. But the law does encompass that if you do not have full legal rights and you take your child, that is kidnapping. There is a felony interference with custody here in Georgia as well. So they've taken out a warrant here as well as the kidnapping warrant in Maryland as well. So she's got 2 cases that she has to face. So once she's either granted bond on the case in Maryland, she's going to have to return to Georgia and address those felony charges of interference with custody.
Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. That's the Big Tigger saga. As the Big Tigger saga continues, it's looking wild out there. So the brother dealing with potential domestic abuse. He dealing with affairs with co-worker, lawsuit, slander. Now his wife has got a whole kidnapping charge and
2
child case going on and all this stuff. So it's like when it rains, it pours. So like we always say, man, we love to see Black families winning, especially husbands and wives, families, because we love y'all. We love to promote and we want to see Black families winning. So this is just, Big Tigger's a legend, man, radio legend, broadcast legend. And it's just sad. It's sad to see this unfolding like this, but I hope that even though hope is not my strategy, I'm just wishing well wishes to them that that they can find some calm through this storm, because it's crazy how all of this stuff got brought on by just that one thing. But between them 2 bickering and them 2 having they fallout, now he got the fallout at the radio station and the girl wanted to do this. Now, right. But baby daddy is like, oh, look, it's trouble at the, so now it's my time to move and try to capitalize on, how people just sit back and wait for you to be at your most vulnerable point to try to attack,
Yeah, well, they had a real case going on. There's been a daughter that's been missing for some time now. And Tigger, he returned back to work, I think the day before yesterday, and he gave a statement. He apologized to his co-hosts and reiterated that they have been nothing more than nothing, just friends and co-hosts and everything. And he gave a whole statement when he opened up his monologue for his show. And just, he addressed the situation. So, I mean, it's a lot going on there. There's a whole lot of moving parts.
He stepped back though. He stepped down from the show though. He ain't on the show right now.
Oh, okay. Well, he was on the day before yesterday. He came, I don't know what happened after that. But then, at the same time, when you look at it, it kind of turned around a little bit, because the charges that she have with the kidnapping in 2 separate states, in Maryland and Georgia, her charges have probably ballooned past the charges that that Tigger initially sustained from this right here. So I mean, right now it's going to be tension in their household, and either they're gonna make it through it, or they're not. Tigger right now, I think he's like you said, he stepped back from the show, but I think he's standing down from putting any gasoline on the fire in his household right now. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can work it out and figure it out, and hopefully he can get the girls off his phone, because You know, I don't know about you, but my old lady, if she want to see my phone, she can pick it up anytime, look at it, go through it. I don't have nothing to hide. Yeah, you know, yeah, I don't have nothing to hide. So, and I mean, you wouldn't catch me acting like that with my phone and my lady, you know, and the only way that you ever would is if I done checked out and I got other shit going on and it's in my phone and she about to find out.
Man,
You
I
know,
make
so
sure
that's-
I make sure wifey know the passcode. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like real talk, man. Like it's just ain't no reason to be out here, you know. Like we too focused on what we trying to have, man. You know, I think Tigger was out there playing around. Things
Yeah,
done caught up to him. But we still praying for you though. You know, we want you to get right. Ain't nobody perfect, bro. You know, we
Right.
want you to get right and for y'all to have that, you know, that type of love like grandmama and granddaddy that lasted a long time. But y'all gotta want that for yourself though. But shoot, it's time for too many mimosas. Y'all know
Yes,
what's going
sir.
on. Too many mimosas, man. This segment right here is where we go into a couple of trends, couple of topics where we see people that just appear to have had way too much to drink and somebody should have cut them off early. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Mimosas, presented to you by DBCHEFTV.
So first, y'all, we got fast food chain Arby's gets sued for the herpes sandwich.
What?
They got sandwiches with the herp sauce at Arby's?
They got the horsey sauce, man. They ain't got no herpes sauce. I hope not.
That's no bueno. Let's check it out.
Truly disgusting allegations out of Broken Bow. A woman suing after she says a manager at Arby's spit in her food and gave her oral herpes. Tonight, we're hearing from that woman's lawyer.
You
Yikes.
dirty bees out.
Yikes. I already got my opinions on this. I already got my opinions on this.
Lawyer. News 4 Spencer Humphrey is here with what he had to say. Spencer.
Yeah, Kevin, that lawyer says the customer and restaurant worker were familiar with each other and that the restaurant.
Look how they got the herb though, looking like a whole flower
like a bouquet. and
like
shit,
a bouquet though.
That shit look pretty and fuck your life
Don't it
up.
look pretty though?
Yeah, man, that's terrible. That is terrible.
And
Shit
then they
look
called it a
look like
tank
some
sandwich. A
look
tank
like
sandwich.
dandelions or something. You know, it's crazy.
Some daffodils, some sunflowers.
Yeah, man. What the hell is going on?
That's so
Yikes.
nasty. A taint sandwich.
That's what's inside of a bum bump. What?
That's what a taint sandwich look like. That's what I'm gonna start. If I find out somebody got the herb, that's what I'm calling. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's a taint sandwich right there. You don't want that.
A tainted sandwich.
A taint sandwich. No, we ain't even gonna put the ed, the T.
You ain't put the ED on it.
Nah, we ain't gonna ed. Nah, that's just a taint sandwich. And we're gonna make it a sandwich. We ain't even gonna make it a sandwich. We're gonna make it a sandwich, a taint sandwich.
With a dandelion on the side.
We can't even do that to Dandelion deserve way better treatment. That's wild. That's
dandelion
wild.
is a good plant, actually.
Look how they got that though. That look like a bouquet. Like you said, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Worker knew she had herpes, but spit in that customer's food anyway because she figuratively had beef with her.
It just offends the public decency to me.
Figuratively had beef. She ain't had no real beef. She just figuratively had beef. So she gonna give her extra sauce.
Well, no, it said they knew each other. It said that they did previously know each other and shit like that. So they probably had something going on. But
dude said it's figurative. He said they ain't had no real beef. We all know beef is when somebody gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say? On site. It's on site.
Yeah, it's on site. Like that's
Right.
real beef.
Right.
You know,
He was like, I'm spitting in her shit on site. I'm sorry. Let's go.
That's attorney Will Blocker, putting things mildly after he says an Arby's manager gave
Yikes.
his client her
look at your mouth.
That's the bum. The dandelion. That's what's up. That's what's over top of the dandelion. The dandelion is under there. No.
Little
Yikes.
dirty lip ass. Little booger lip ass.
Yeah, that's terrible. And she's showing it off like she a herpes model.
Look, what the is that on your mouth, on your lip? Yuck mouth ass.
That's the bum. So when they ask you, when they talk about the bum, that's it. That's a dictionary picture of the bum right there.
herpes by spitting in her roast beef sandwiches.
She took and offended our most basic decency of principles and trust in a restaurant system.
His newly filed lawsuit says it all played out in Broken Bow back in March. His client, Jenica Church, had just finished a long shift at work.
She swung into Arby's, was really hungry, asked for a couple sandwiches.
He says the restaurant's manager, Amanda Hendricks, served Church 2 hot roast beef.
Look at her. Look at this is the herp spreader.
Right. Would you say, look at her P.
Look at her
P.
Look at her.
Yeah, man.
This is the herp spreader. I'm gonna give you what I got. Ugh.
I gotta blow it up. She looked like she tainted.
Ugh.
Yeah, she looked tainted. Yikes.
You foul. She's super foul though. No, spinning somebody burger at Arby's.
With the herp.
What the yerp?
Sandwiches. Church ate one, then drove home and shared the other with her father-in-law and mother. Fast forward.
Nah. Okay, cuz. Because this is we gotta do the theoretical. You go to your local Arby's, your homeboy work up there. You already know he probably got the yerp because you don't hit no J behind him. You don't tap the bottle with him. Okay. Any chick that he ever, if you even heard that, if you asked her like, oh, you know so-and-so, y'all deal with each other? Oh, nah.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
nah.
good. I'm good.
Right? Like, nah, okay, nah, that's my man. Like, I just don't smash behind my man, especially him. Especially him, you know, because you probably ain't safe, right? He beefing with you over something, you know what I'm saying? Something petty. Who knows what it is? All right. My man spitting your burger. Now you got the cauliflower lip, right?
Yikes.
But then you done gave your mom's
and your dead father-in-law
and your stepdad. You done gave both of them some burgers too, right? And now everybody like y'all like a family. Y'all the cauliflowers.
Remember, meet the clumps, meet the herps.
So
the herps.
I mean, how you feel about that? What happens now? What happens next? Do we go to prison?
Well, here's what I think.
Or do we just let
No, you definitely go to jail over something. You go to jail if you did that, you go to jail over something like that and you pay hella restitution. But here's what I believe. I believe that the girl that got the food allegedly spit into, which I don't know if they did it for sure, you know. So I mean, we haven't got through the whole thing, but there's a possibility that she had already got it, and she found out that she got it, and she had to find a way to turn around and announce that she got it, but she didn't get it from her getting it. In a sense, that's what I believe.
Hell nah, I ain't no. First, I'm going to jail. I'm just gonna let you know, cuz I'm going to jail. All right.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be no tough guy or nothing like that.
Yeah. If somebody did that to you, you going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Mom's wanted a burger too. You know, Nana V wanted a burger. I came home, you know, had to give a burger to, you know, stepdad or something like that. You know, ain't no way in the world. You know, I am going to jail. Like, especially,
Right.
yeah, like it ain't even no way. I already know.
So you ain't gonna go to the lawyer and try to sue Arby's for $1 million and all that stuff like that. You going straight to jail.
You know, cause
That's
like,
right. The average person is going straight to jail on that.
yeah,
They're not
like,
thinking about going to. That's why I say that. You know, she look. I think the lady looking for a come up, and I think she already had it. But you know, I don't know. I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? But spitting in somebody's shit, regardless of hurt or not, you know, that's grounds to get pounded on.
I'm just saying, like, if I don't catch nothing, then you know, it's all fair and love and war. Like, I ain't, you know, it was no harm, no foul. Like, yeah, okay, you spitting my stuff, but you ain't, you know, maybe I caught a cold or something like that. But I'm just like, hurt is forever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So like now I can't even kiss my wife. Now I can't even kiss my children. I got to make sure I ain't, you know.
Oh no! Now you're about to go through a whole damn divorce.
Now when
That's
I
what's
go
about to
through,
happen.
well, I mean, you may not go through a divorce, but I'm just saying, but like, you know, but you may have to, you know, now you have to monitor when you can interact with people so you don't give them what you have. You know what I'm saying? Like now that's a whole shit that you got to live with for the rest of your life that you didn't have. That was a whole issue that you didn't have to worry about. You could kiss and hug and hey, you could go to Italy, hop off a plane and you know what I'm saying, or Spain and or France and you know what I'm saying? Like you could still, you know, you could greet people and shit. And it wasn't, am I gonna leave something stuck on the side of your face type feel? You know,
Nigga, nah, you about to leave
but
something
then
on
you
the side
gave
of
it
my
to your
face.
mama. But then you gave it to your mama. Then this trifling hooker who spit in the food, the people done went home and shared they meal with their family because they went to go get a little something for everybody to eat. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world. I just wouldn't feel vindicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the millions of dollars they probably finna sue Arby's to get, you know, I would just want to put some type of BTA just for GP. I'm trying to tell you, like, cause I would just be like, man, like that's just an ultimate violation, man. Like now my people's gotta live with this. It's like no matter how much money you give us, we still gotta have this, you know, this situation that we got going on.
Right.
This health issue now. And then what other things that will it affect? Could it possibly affect? You know, so now we got to relearn our whole health. We was just managing our diabetes and our cholesterol and our blood pressure. Okay. And now I gotta manage this too. Nah, I'm trying to go BTA for real.
I want to hear what the how far. I mean, this case ain't went all the way through yet, have it?
Let's go.
Blocker says Church's daughter, dating Hendricks' son, walked in on him talking with Hendricks on FaceTime, where he says Hendricks proudly admitted to spitting in Church's sandwiches.
She got a recording of that. Her daughter got a recording of that, and the woman was not scared to say it outright. That's fine. You can tell your mom I spit in her sandwich.
He says Church called the franchisee's complaint line that the woman who answered claimed
You could tell your mama I spit in her sandwich.
Yeah, that's an admission of guilt right there. They don't get no more stronger than that.
Well, you could tell Jesus or God, whichever one forgive your ass.
Nah, you can tell Jesus and God, you on the way. You on the way, goddamn.
You can tell Jesus, God, or the devil I say hi, because you're going to get there before I do.
she reviewed surveillance footage.
And she said, oh, yes, the food's all safe. We watched the video. There was nothing.
During all this is when Blocker says Church, who'd never shown signs or symptoms before, suddenly tested positive for herpes.
My client does have the herpes virus now, and she did not have it prior to this incident.
She reported it all to police, who got a hold of the surveillance footage, finding it actually showed something very different than the restaurant allegedly told her.
It's clearly a hot beef sandwich with hot saliva going in it. Immediately out to my client, who was
and some extra hot sauce, herb sauce,
starving and ate it
with hot saliva.
With hot
Terrible.
saliva.
Yeah, that's terrible.
almost immediately. So it's almost like you could say spitting from one mouth to the other.
According to the lawsuit, when Church reached back out to the restaurant with the police findings, they offered her free sandwiches and a $5 gift card.
There must be a cultural issue.
Free sandwiches and a $5 gift card.
Yeah, they about to get the brake suit off now.
Issue with this company.
The lawsuit alleges Hendricks knew she had the oral herpes virus, even had visible lesions on her body, but intentionally and deliberately spit on Church's food anyway.
That was nasty, man. That was nasty. You know, I like that I cook at home.
I love that I cook at home.
Yeah.
I love that I
Yes.
cook at home.
Yeah. I mean, it's just terrible. You know, I mean, I don't know what else to
How
say
should
about
they
it.
prosecute that? How should they prosecute that? Cuz should they give her like should they give her like attempt murder? You know what I'm saying? Or what? Or manslaughter?
No,
How
it's
does-
it's a charge. I forget what it is, but it's a heavy charge that she can get. It could be like malicious wounding or it's some
malicious
crazy.
wounding.
Yeah, it's some shit that she gonna get for that.
Malicious wounding.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
like shooting a limb off or something.
yeah,
That's a lifetime.
shooting somebody in the leg or some shit like that, or hitting them with a bat. You know, not killing them. Below a certain level. So malicious wounding is below the leg. Yeah, so it wouldn't be malicious wounding, because malicious wounding is considered when you shoot somebody below the waist. That's malicious
That
wounding.
gotta be attempt. That gotta be attempt. That gotta be attempt. I need them to set a precedence on this. Of I need the judicial system to set a precedent on this one right here, where they hit this lady with as much time to deter somebody else from trying to do this, because this is horrible.
Yeah, that's horrible, man.
This is horrible.
That's horrible. That's like the dude beating off in the mayonnaise years ago in the McDonald's. You know, got caught.
That's why I don't eat McDonald's, Arby's, Wendy's. Nobody. I don't even go to Tuesdays, Ruby Tuesdays no more. You know what I'm saying? Or Fridays. I ain't even seen a Fridays in a
So
while.
you don't go to no days of the week and eat.
No days of the weekend, man. We going to the kitchen. You
Right,
know?
right. That's what we do around here.
Yeah, DBCHEFTV kitchen. I see it. That's where we eating at, man. All the time. Every time.
That's right.
Let's get into this next one though. This crazy, but
Hey, hold up. You got to give her too many mimosas, man.
I am. But before we get into the next one, man, I think that she deserves the biggest.
They've had way too much to drink. Cut them off.
Too many
That's right.
mimosas.
Too
Yes.
many mimosas.
Way too many mimosas, man. Cause that's wild. Like how you just spitting somebody's stuff. And you know that you got that thing that you can't get rid of. How do you do that?
Yeah.
Like that's a different type of evil. But yes, she had way too much to drink.
That's right.
And that concludes our too many mimosas, y'all. So, you know, make sure to smash that like button and leave a comment in the comment section. Man, tonight, y'all, we had the state of Georgia legalizing medical cannabis. So shout out to GA on their way. Somebody said in a clip that you know, it opens the door to recreational, but maybe it should open the door to recreational. You know, maybe it should. Maybe that's not a bad thing, because it is all still be state regulated. It'll still be taxed, another stream of revenue for the states, and then also it eliminates people having to get things from off of the street, not knowing what's really in them products. So it makes it safer. That's a perspective. Some people may agree, some people may disagree. That's where I'm at with it. Then we had a mother and daughter duo arrested for AC robbery. They were stealing metal, copper, but that was all in boosting these owls. Where y'all at?
Spin that shit.
Yeah,
Spin
they won't. It don't look like they're gonna be spending nothing unless it's
but a night in jail.
but a few nights in jail.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So boosting ain't it, ladies. Then we got Paris Hilton shutting down an abusive girls' school in Utah. Shout out to Paris Hilton and doing whatever type of work she doing. I think that was from her own personal experiences examining that story, and she actually had something against that school. So we'll see if that school gets to continue. They do say they have a boys' school component, and she did say she wanted to protect children. So I don't know if she's about the boys too, but I guess sometimes you got to make baby steps. You definitely got to crawl before you walk, even learn to pull up on stuff, not even be scared to fall and bump your chin. But I don't know how far she is in the process. But if the boy's going through something, make sure they get that too, Paris. Don't just be one-sided. But then we got YouTuber Hernandez Govan charged with cyber stalking. Like we said, Cold Seas. Man, when you got an opportunity, man, to be making some money, getting your name going, being able to do something to feed your family, threatening the women threatening the women that are helping you achieve and accomplish your goal. Sometimes pimping, that's what they be talking about in M-Town. They be talking about how they be pimping and everything. Sometimes pimping, you might have to teach. You might have to school. You might have to be a little bit more patient with the situation, and you got to be fair with it too, because she's supposed to be on the team. That sounded like that was a team discrepancy. And, maybe you picking bad teammates. So hopefully he able to get through this. He might have to come up off some chicken and pay the girl. That probably will help her get away. I don't know what his bankroll looking like. We don't watch pockets over here. But, we'll see what happens though. We're gonna keep up with it. Orange Man Quet. Then we had the federal government, the DEA is seeking to ban Kratom, calling it gas station heroin. That's wild, Cold Seed. What you think about that though? They are selling, they got some stuff that is more potent than morphine at the gas station that you could just walk in and just buy.
Yeah, it got to go.
That's
it got to
crazy.
go. Yeah, they need to do something about that.
That's crazy. They was giving morphine to Vietnam veterans in war, like when they would sustain gunshot wounds and stuff like that. Like that was
People with like stage 4 cancer and stuff in their last days. That's what they give them to stop the pain before they pass, type stuff. So and it's pretty much had the same effects as heroin. So
yeah. So that's super crazy. That has to go. So we standing with that. We standing with that being gone for the safety. For public safety, for real.
Absolutely.
Then we had the real life controversy surrounding broadcast legend Big Tigger. And man, it's just wild. Big Tigger going through what he going through. Prayers to him and his family, man. Hope y'all make it through the storm for real. And get things right back in order. Big thing is like, if they make it, when they make it through this, I don't say if, when they make it through this, if they're still together, I wish for them that they sit back and they look at this whole thing and they say, we want to make sure that we never have to go through this again, that we never put ourselves in position to go through this again. And we appreciate more us having each other and the life that we've built with each other, you know. And if that's what their goal is and that's what they're going to do, that they exemplify that, and you never hear nothing about them, or it's just pretty pictures all the time. It's none of this wild stuff where we got to interpret, is he wrong, is he right, did she got a black eye from, you know, yoga class, or him putting foot to ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be cool if, you know, that's what I wish for them, for real. That's what I wish for Big Tigger, man. Like we say, a broadcast legend, and you know, you got a beautiful family, and we want to see, you know, black families win, man. You know, in a world where we done already got told, like, we ain't getting no reparations. So the things our ancestors went through, you know, we got to have our bootstraps. So I think that them getting their thing together is part of that bootstrapping, man. And if they going through a little tough time right now, we ain't got to punch down on them. You know, we gonna laugh at it though. We definitely gonna laugh at it. You know, we definitely gonna crack jokes. We definitely gonna, you know, pass some judgment. But, you know, sincerely from our heart, man, we really want y'all to win, you know. So we're gonna stand on that, and we mean that. And that's all we got for tonight. Cold Seas, you got anything else for tonight?
Nah, man, I just want everybody to be safe, stay cool in this hot heat, and, you know, keep doing your thing, growing.
For sure. And on that note, everybody have a peaceful, positive, and productive rest of your weekend. Make sure to like and share this video. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so when we go live, you never miss an episode of Brunch with the Fellas. I'm Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV.
I'm Cold Caesars, and I'll drink to that.
Peace, big cuz.
This whole publication is all about going from nowhere to somewhere, right? Being able to stand on something so that you can travel in peace, right? So bksoulfarm.com, 1016, 160 self-sustainability. Jump on the list and get yourself together, right? Because it is irresponsible to not even know what responsibility means. So get yourself together, food, clothing, and shelter, protection of that, support your interests, and live.
Love ain't always easy, and we won't stop until we get it right. So bring that ass to the Love Speak podcast. Subscribe today and let your love speak at TLS Podcast. The Love Speak, now streaming on YouTube. You are the key to your financial freedom. So unlock your inner wealth with financial fundamentals at Bows on the Table. Subscribe today and never miss a meal at Bows Podcast. Bows on the Table, now streaming on YouTube. At the Veteran Kettle Podcast, we thank you for your service, support, and sacrifice to our country. Listen to real stories of adversity and triumph as we give our best to honor our vets. Subscribe today and watch episodes now streaming on YouTube at TVK Podcast, The Veteran Kettle. Sign up for the newsletter and shop merch and clothing at DBCHEFTV.com.